don't care about me. All I care about is Kulusevski.
He's a good player. He's been your best player this season.
Yeah, by a mile.
Yeah. He's good. He's good.
Yeah,
Dangerous.
yeah. Just a workhorse, dragging us through games.
Yeah. He's like a very powerful runner. That's what I like about him. Like, pick up the ball and just like he's quite hard to stop once he gets going.
I know I said this a few years ago, but I was kind of half taking the piss. But he does remind me of a young De Bruyne. How he'd run with the ball.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that's good. And because he's not. De Bruyne's De Bruyne. But like,
I think it's also probably because he's ginger as
well. And he's got the same sort of build.
Yeah, like he's quite like a bit flabby and kind of like.
He's just he's like
big, be hard to knock off the ball, but like he's kind of like he's not
powerful, but he's not ripped.
Yeah. He's kind of got like a. He's got a Nordic build where, like, I don't know, like he's got fat stores.
Yeah,
and he's big.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Background Football Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Background Football Podcast, and we're here again with Frank.
Hello. I don't know.
Most loyal team member here.
Yeah, I'm here.
The podcast.
Supporting FK Partizan today.
Yeah, I'm supporting England today.
They've got a big game.
Well, they've got a big game on the weekend.
Yeah, they're playing France, actually.
Playing France,
French national team, yeah.
What was it? They played or they are playing?
No, they're playing this. It's actually Friday night, weirdly.
Yeah, because they've got some good players, like this guy called Salah. I think their strikers like Dzeko or something.
Their strikers Dzeko, and they've got Schmeichel in goal. Peter Schmeichel. He's come out of retirement.
Oh, is it? Yeah, no, I've heard about this story.
Yeah. Maradona's playing.
No, it's Maradona's son. I think.
Oh, is it?
Maradona's
yeah, sorry,
son.
That's right.
Because Maradona's the coach.
Yeah, and then it's Pele and Bobby Charlton up top with Dzeko.
Yeah. They've got a really interesting looking team.
Yeah.
All right, let's start the podcast properly.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start with what's been happening. The New Year games.
Yeah.
Have we done one in the New Year?
Maybe we did. We did, but I don't think.
We were talking about current.
No, it's a banker. No, sorry, we don't do bankers.
They're all live. So yeah, well, I guess we'll just chat shit.
Yeah. New year.
Same old shit.
2025. Nuketown.
Yeah. Hopefully this podcast will get 1 million subscribers by February.
Yeah, I reckon it's coming.
We're on the road to 100,000.
Yeah, I mean those couple reels did decently.
Yeah. 15 mil on one of them.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, one actually did get 15k.
The 15k it went up to.
Yeah.
Oh, is it mad?
But it was just because everyone was hating on us.
I quite like. I sometimes look at the hate comments. They're quite joking.
You gotta just laugh.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, I feel like you're a little bit sad.
Yeah,
if you're like going on some random account, like we might pop up on the For You page or whatever, but you feel the need to like, I don't like this. Like, I'm kind of just like, you need to focus on yourself.
Bunch of sad cunts.
Yeah, we'll clip this and then they'll rage people even more.
Yeah. We could call out their names.
Yeah. We could read hate comments on one episode.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
But we'll save that for another
save
episode.
That one.
Well, let's talk about football then.
Yeah, so, I mean, yesterday, big
Arsenal, Newcastle,
time.
Fucking hell, we were shit. I don't really know, to be honest. I'm just starting to lose the excitement again.
Yeah.
I know it's just one loss. You could say I'm overreacting, but it's
the way you're playing.
Yeah, it's just like, I just knew we weren't going to win.
Yeah.
Like I said before the game, like, we're not winning this.
No.
I just felt it, because it's just like, it's the type of game. Newcastle are in really good form.
And I feel like cup game, for them, the cup will, I know the league will match them, but if they can win a cup, that's huge.
They haven't won a trophy in 70 years. So
exactly.
If they win a cup, to be honest, I'd rather they won it than Liverpool.
Or us.
What, you think I'm going to want you to win?
No,
it?
of course, yeah.
But,
Fair.
But like, honestly, we're just so lackluster.
Yeah.
And we're just not even that solid defensively anymore. And I just really don't know what it is.
That's the thing, and you're relying on your. It's like you think you have the defence of last season,
but we don't. It's like against Brighton, we go 1-0 up.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like, let's just kind of see it out. But I mean, Brighton are a good side.
Good team, man.
You need to finish these. You need to get a second.
You have to get a second, and you have to. Yeah, I mean, and just the goals. You guys just don't make many clear-cut chances.
No.
And when you do, it's not a guarantee to finish them because you ain't got a killer.
Yeah, and you can. Perfect example, Martinelli.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's not the easiest one.
No, it's a hard chance.
It's not the easiest one-on-one, but
if you got a killer, he's finishing it.
Isak scores that.
Isak scores it. Salah scores it.
Haaland scores that.
Yeah.
And I know, it's unfair to compare Martinelli to that because he's just not that player.
No.
But it's it's these fine margins. That goes in with 1-0 up and the game completely changes.
Yeah.
They have to come out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because once they get a goal, you know what they're going to do, and they are good at it.
They're one of the best teams in the league. When they have their full, when they have their full strength side.
Because remember 2 years ago, these were a fucking nightmare.
Oh, God, fucking
absolute just workhorse
Portman,
midfield.
Danburn, Joe Linton he's good.
He's good,
but he's so annoying.
Oh, he's
to
fucking
play when your team's playing against him, you're just like, just fuck off, mate.
He's just a ball in a china shop. He's just fucking
everywhere. But at doing that role, he's so good at it.
Yeah.
And he's fucking massive. He's so big. And he's just a prick as well.
Yeah, but look, he's a good prick.
Yeah, no.
I don't mind him.
No, so I like him for all the games when we're not playing against him. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Tonali's good.
He's starting to
get back.
Because I actually wasn't convinced.
I think we said on here we were like, not doing that well this
season. But now I kind of see it. I'm like, he's just another workhorse.
And he's good on the ball.
Yeah.
He's a workhorse that he's a proper number 8 in it.
Yeah, up and down.
That midfielder, Guimaraes, him, and Joe Linton.
He's one of the best in the league, I think.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Liverpool, the
Fabinho,
Klopp, Fabinho, Henderson, Wijnaldum.
It's just such an engine of a midfield.
Yeah.
And if they want to, as they sometimes do, obviously, they want to sit back and absorb the pressure. They're having them three in front of the back four with Dan Burn and Botman or Shaw.
Yeah.
And even their two fullbacks, I'm really impressed
Lewis
by.
Hall.
Lewis Hall's good,
had a
man.
Great game yesterday. And Livermelo's good.
Livermelo
very solid. Very solid.
They'll be in the England. I think they've already been in the England squad.
I think they have, yeah.
They'll start to be regulars, I think, in the England squad.
You know what I actually really rate as well? Jacob Murphy.
He's weirdly good.
He's weirdly good because he was part of the old school Newcastle.
Yeah.
But he's good, man. He's involved in kind of everything.
Yeah.
Again, a kind of another engine, but actually,
I think he allows Isak and Gordon to do what they do.
Yeah.
I think
he's a key.
He's a cog.
He's a cog, but he's a very key cog.
And he's one of these players. It's just you look at him and you're not very scared, but then he'll score against you.
Yeah.
He's good.
Good player.
I think Eddie Howe's a really good manager.
Yeah, I do. How long has he been there now? Is it 4 years? I think this is 4th. He came in halfway through. He came about this time, innit?
Who did they have before?
Steve Bruce. Yeah, I love Steve Bruce.
Bruce Ball. He's a proper Newcastle under Steve Bruce.
That's Steve Bruce. I think he's been there 4 years.
Yeah, I mean he's done an amazing job.
Oh yeah.
And they've spent a bit of money. Of course they have, but
they've
not spent.
With FFP, they've kind of had to not.
Yeah, exactly. They couldn't really.
Yeah.
I mean, they still have. Let's be honest. Guimaraes 40, Tonali 60, Isak 60, Gordon 40.
Yeah.
Joe Linton was 40.
Pope was like
Botman was
20
probably
something.
40.
Botman something. Dan Burn 25. Like
Dan Burn 25
I think
mil?
he was. I mean, you look at it now. It's a good signing though.
Yeah. Because I mean, when they had their season in the Champions League, and well, that was just last season. Well, the last 2 seasons when he was kind of like their starting left back.
That was only last year, man. Yeah.
And he was just like solid.
Solid, man. I actually think they've signed really well. I can't think of one signing that has been a flop, actually.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
You look at every signing they've made, like even the ones that aren't necessarily starting. I mean, since the takeover, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like Barnes, I think is a great sub.
Yeah, I always thought Barnes was really good at Leicester. His injury record's not good though.
Yeah, I never liked him. I still don't, but I think he's a good player.
Yeah, he's like, I even look at someone like him, and I'm kind of like some of the goals he scores when he just picks it up and just curls one from the edge of the box. I'm like, we don't have that.
No.
Well, Saka,
but not fit.
Martin, like, when was the last time we saw Martinelli do that? I mean, he scored against Brentford, which was quite a nice finish, to be fair to him. Yeah. But
you know what I'd say about Martinelli as well, which I think the criticism he's under, and that we've also given him, is that, well, more me giving him, but anyway, is that I think he's fallen victim to the way you've changed the way you play. Like, you look at 2 seasons ago, you were not this defensive compact. You were all about attack.
It was
free flowing, and that's when he had so much more space to drive and beat players. Whereas now, it feels like you're trying to pick the perfect pass. You're part of a system, and that's partly why I think he's not doing as well, because I don't think he's technically good enough to do that personally. Yeah. I think he's a great player at that. He's blitzing on
the transition and on the counter. He's great.
Yeah.
Because he's got like electric pace.
Yeah.
Direct. And when this is the thing, I think he's a confidence player.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if he's confident and he's taking the man on, and he's like scoring the chances that he misses when he's not confident.
Yeah.
Don't know. It's like confidence is such a big factor, I think, in just football generally.
100%.
Of like, especially going forward, like the chances sometimes, like if you're scoring a few games, if you score in a few games in a row, sometimes the chances just fall to you, and you just happen to be in the right place at the right time, and then sometimes that just doesn't happen when you're kind of like not confident. Exactly. It's not going for you.
And even you look at your touch, your dribbling, the passes, the risks you take. If you're confident, you'll take those risks. Yeah. But if you're not confident, you'll be like, shit, I don't want to fuck this up, so I'll play the safe pass.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we were playing, I noticed it for me. Like when you're not confident at times, you're like, oh shit, I feel like I'm playing shit. Yeah. And you do play shit because of that.
Yeah.
But then when you're playing well, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, and like as a striker as well, it's kind of, if you haven't scored in a while, just the shots that you might just snatch at a shot.
Yeah.
Or take just the extra touch to try and get the slightly better position, but the defender's there.
Yeah, and it makes the mistakes worse.
Yeah.
I feel like.
But it's like with the Isak goal yesterday, that was for me, the way he found himself in that position was a striker that was confident and on form.
100%. And even the second goal, the way he just takes the shot so early.
Yeah, he just catches. Well, I can't remember. He catches.
I think that one was Gabriel actually.
Yeah, but he got the little bit of space and just fucking had a whack, and then obviously it falls to Gordon. But yeah, it's a confidence thing, and you see it even with like the best, like Haaland. I mean, he started scoring a few again now, but it's a huge period of like chances that you would not in a million. You put your house on him scoring, and he doesn't. But it's because of confidence. Yeah. City were doing badly.
You look against when we smacked him 4-0, he could have scored a hat trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like on another day, he does.
Yeah.
Because like, you can't doubt that he's one of the best strikers in the world.
He is, yeah. Easy top 5.
He's top 2, mate. I can't lie. Him and Kane, realistically.
Yeah, maybe. I put Lewandowski in there.
Lewandowski, he's still doing it.
Yeah. I know. Top 3 easy, probably top 2.
But he's like the best goal scorer.
Yeah.
Finding the net.
Yeah.
Even if it's a tap in, I hate these people who are like, oh, he only scores tap ins. You got to be in the right place.
And you look at how few players score continuous tap ins.
Yeah.
It's one thing to score the odd tap in here and there. It's another thing to do it week in, week out.
Yeah.
And only the best do that. Only the best do 100%. That. Like even Sterling, you look at that. Like him, at City, he did that endlessly.
Yeah, it was like arriving at the back post for a tap in. But he's made the movement to find the space
and arrive at the right
time. At the exact right time to tap it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
a goal's a goal.
Yeah,
don't matter how you score.
Goal, and
I actually think a tap in is arguably harder to score than a 30-yard long shot.
Don't know about that, but
no, purely in terms of like a 30-yard long shot. Yeah, I mean, not harder, but more of an asset to score a tap in.
Yeah,
because a 30-yard thing. How often are you going to be in the? Yeah, if you can strike a ball, think of how many players can strike a ball that well. How often are they going to be in the perfect position to do that?
True.
But how often are you going to be able to arrive at that right time to tap it in?
I know what you mean. And you're not gonna. It's maybe once or twice a game you're gonna find yourself in a position where I can have a crack here from 30 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like quite rare.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's going over, or
the keeper's going
to save it.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be like pinpoint perfect.
Yeah.
And I think there's not an element of luck. Little bit.
I think so.
Little bit, because sometimes it is a hit and hope.
Yeah.
Just hit it and just like sometimes it rifles in the top corner.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about us.
I feel like this season could very easily peter out.
Yeah, it's already seeming like it might just.
Liverpool win it. Champions League, you're obviously going to get Champions League. I'd bet money on Chelsea doing it.
Yeah, I'd bet money on City doing it.
Yeah. I could see him getting back. So I feel like top four could become a bit of a endless battle. The battle for Europe will be good, but no one really cares that much, apart from these smaller teams. Relegation battle will be interesting, but apart from that, I feel like it's could turn into
a bit of a petering out season.
I hope it doesn't. And battles in the cups, which I don't mind. Wouldn't mind a few battles in the cups.
Yeah.
But
the relegation battle will be interesting for them. I mean, Ipswich are starting to put some performances in.
Yeah.
They're starting. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like they're gonna just tee it in and out.
They will be inconsistent, but like, can they pick up enough points?
I'd love it if they do.
Because I watched them against Fulham, and I mean, they were masters of their own downfall. It's just two fucking sloppy penalties they just gave away. It's just like, you don't need it. It's just a bit naive.
Yeah.
And they're 2-1 up. At 90th minute. And
it's like against Bournemouth, mate.
Against Fulham.
Was it 2-2?
2-2, yeah, it was 2-2.
Oh shit, I thought it was 2-0. Oh yeah.
It was they were 2-1 up.
Yeah.
And like the guy I can't remember who it was, but he just Jimenez, someone did quite well to like get away from it. He just like dangled a leg out, and I'm just like, it's obviously easy to sit here and not criticise, but it's easy to say from where we're sitting, oh, don't do that.
No, I know. It's just a bit of composure though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's just like game management, and I don't know. It'd be interesting. I hope it's not just the 3 promoted teams go down, because that'll be 2 years in a row, and I think that's an issue.
Yeah.
That is an issue. I can see
it just kind of just being that way.
Is it a money thing?
Yeah, I can kind of see why. You look
Do
at
you think
all
just
the. I think it's a money thing, and it's also a money thing with those sort of mid-table Prem teams. Like you look at the Forests, what Everton should be, but they've fucked their finances. Your Villas, like Brighton, like the standard of Bournemouth, standing in the Prem has gone so much better.
There's so much more money.
That's what I'm saying. It's
like to just finish mid-table Prem.
Once you get there, you're like, okay.
Now we need to sign.
Build.
And like you see these clubs like Brighton in the summer spent like the second most or something.
Yeah.
Spend loads.
They're spending money and they have it, and it's I think that's damaging. It creates a massive divide, and I still think there are those teams that are lower. Like Everton should be doing that, but they've, like I said, they've fucked their finances.
Yeah, and they'll stay in the league.
They'll stay in the league.
They're not going to get relegated.
But and then there's a few teams down there, but like you even look at Palace. Palace will stay up.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's either Wolves might.
Yeah, I think they will stay up.
I think they'll stay up, but
I think West Ham will stay up.
Yeah, they're like the. Yeah. Because West Ham's such a big club and such a big institution.
Yeah.
Of East London, that there's just no way that they're going to let that happen.
I saw they just started talking to Graham Potter.
Yeah, I think it's about time.
I kind of see that.
Lopetegui just.
Nah, he ain't.
It's weird because when I watch West Ham, I'm like, fucking hell, these lot are shit.
Yeah, actually, dog shit.
Defensively, they are shit.
You know what? They haven't signed. Actually, no, they've got a good team. What am I on about?
Yeah, no, they've got a good team on paper.
Yeah.
But I don't think they should have got rid of like Zuma.
No, he was. I mean, I don't like him because he kicked a cat. But but he's a good player.
Well, he's just a solid prem centre back, right? He's just. And I know they signed Kilman to kind of replace him, but like...
Fucking weird signing, man. How much do they pay? 40 mil for Kilman. Decent player, but he's not worth...
Yeah, it's just
not
odd.
Worth 40 mil.
I feel like you could go into League One, or Bundesliga, or even the Liga, pick up a centre-back for half the price that would be just as good.
Exactly. I mean, Bayern were after Kilman. They're mad, but Bayern have done some dodgy business in recent years. Weird business. Fucking Kim Min-jae. But to be fair, that actually was going to be a good sign.
No, but I don't think that's dodgy because he was the best centre back in Serie A when Napoli won the league. True. And he was like everyone was after him.
So, and when they signed him, everyone was like, "Oh, that's a great sign."
Yeah, and
he just didn't do it.
But he still could because he's still there, and he's only 26 or so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he still could. I don't know because I haven't really been following.
I've just looked at them purely from the Champions League, and he's done some dodgy.
Well, he's dodgy.
Every time I see him,
but him and Upamecano are both a little bit like that. They're just like a bit shaky and a bit.
Every time I see them, they make caught a mistake. Out. Yeah.
Like I remember when Madrid beat the. Did they beat him? Or was it 2-2 at the Allianz?
No, I think they. I don't know.
Do you remember like?
Yeah, I remember. And Kim Min-jae, two mistakes. Yeah.
He just
he gave away
Vinicius
a pen,
spun him.
Gave away a pen, and then also.
Yeah, Vinicius spun him. Yeah. He like pushed up to kind of close the space on Vinicius, I guess, and he just spun him, and you can't do that against someone like that quick and that electric and that deadly.
Yeah,
you can't allow them to get the run on you, I guess.
And you should know that as well. Yeah.
But sometimes it is a thing of like, oh, I got to show that I'm a good defender.
Yeah.
I've got to like. I think that sometimes that's part of it. Just knowing, all right, I'm just going to hold my position.
Yeah, just.
I'm in a good position. Let me just hold my position.
That's what Van Dijk does. Perfectly.
His reading of the game, he's just always in just the right place, and he just like strolls. Yeah. He makes it look so easy.
Yeah. See that. It's against United, that moment when Trent gave it away and Garnacho was on the break. I think it was like 2v2 and Van Dijk's like, do I commit? Do I try and just try and cover the other man? Is he going to cut in? He just holds his position, waits for Garnacho to make a move down the line and then just covers it.
Yeah.
Like perfect.
Yeah.
And but another defender would do that and make a heroic challenge to like block it, and everyone be talking about it.
Yeah.
But what he did is just as good.
Yeah.
And yeah,
well,
if not better.
Yeah, he's the best of the best at exactly what you said. Like just being in that right position, being composed, not diving in.
Yeah.
Too many players, especially the back four, right backs, left backs, centre backs, they just dive in too quickly. I think.
Even if they're not going for the ball, just diving into the space, and it just leaves it just fucks it.
Yeah.
We do it so much, and I'm just like, oh my god, just fucking hold your position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you are missing your two starting centre backs.
But even Romero does that as well.
Oh, Romero always does that.
Yeah.
That's his like bread and butter.
Yeah.
Diving in when he doesn't need to.
He's got an addiction to just clamping players. You see it when he gets a little bit pissed off, and you see he sees the red mist, and he goes searching.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't get sent off more.
Yeah, he's good at the sneaky ones, though. He's good at hurting people without getting caught. But I'm not saying he doesn't as well, because obviously he's a rash bastard. But I do like Romero, though.
Yeah,
He could be so much better. That's what annoys me.
Like, how old is he now? 28?
Yeah, probably 27, 28.
So he's reaching his peak.
Yeah.
And you'd hope... Well, I guess... Is he reaching his peak? That's the thing, centre-backs these days.
I'd probably say early 30s.
Early 30s now, because the level of fitness...
Yeah.
From a lot of these guys.
Especially as a centre-back. I mean, probably any position, but like...
More so centre-back.
You gain the experience.
And it's reading of the game.
Yeah.
Like Van Dijk, you could argue... I mean, he's probably not got better, but he's like... maintained.
He hasn't dropped off at all, apart from the year after.
I mean, no, there was a few years where he was definitely not as good.
Yeah, I feel like that was particularly the year after he got injured.
Yeah, he was just finding his form and fitness again, I guess.
And then when he got back, it was like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I think he's undoubtedly the best centre back in the world.
It's not even, there is no debate in my mind. Not in any way. Yeah.
Definitely. Right, end of part 1.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people criticise, this player or that player didn't play well. But and like it's like after they've been ill. But I'm kind of like the thought of going to play 90 minutes of intense Premier League football after you've like been suffering from the flu, even just like a cold.
Yeah.
Like that would really affect your performance.
No, it would. People need I think people forget footballers are just humans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're fucking robots who just like anything that's going on in their personal life doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're expected, because you get paid a lot of money, and there is that argument.
They do get like...
You get paid a lot of money, you got to go out and perform 100% every week, but sometimes it's just not possible.
And also some things are bigger than money and football and like...
Yeah, like if you've got personal family issues going on.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the public, we don't know about this.
Yeah. That. It's all just criticism.
Yeah.
And
And like players who've had a really tough time, they've moved to a big club. Let's say Anthony, for example. He's moved to the biggest club, and not the biggest, but one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Yeah.
For a huge fee.
Big expectations. And he's getting paid a lot of money. And it's like there's this pressure on your head, and you don't start well. Oh no, okay, can you pick it up? But in your back of your head, it's just like pressure. The pressure just keeps increasing. And then you start seeing loads of memes about you, just like flying around. You're just the joke of just everyone. Just not even in football. It's just everyone. Just
like
it could be in anything. And
just like you'll look on the comments of like it'll be like the like the Ballon d'Or selection, and then all the comments are like, "Where's Anthony?"
Yeah. I mean, he got the name Fidget Spinner. That's fucking...
He sometimes does not help himself, though.
No, he does.
Like, with that, doesn't help himself.
And with some of the stuff he's done, like when he cupped his ears against Coventry, or when he did his... I mean, this isn't that bad, it's just funny when he does his game face. You see when he was coming on, he's like...
When he coming on against us,
yeah,
it was like the 88th minute.
Yeah.
And then touched the ball, like, once.
What an awful signing that was.
Oh God! It's got to be the top 3 worst signings in Prem history. Should we do that actually?
Yeah, actually.
Do a cheeky top 10.
Yeah. Oh fucking cunt! That's hot as shit. Oh fuck. Fuck's sake! That's like fucking nearly boiling. Fuck did I... Oh, fuck's sake. So I pissed myself now as well.
Oh God.
Well, alright. Should we get back to it?
You're alright.
Look at
fucking
that.
hell. You're alright.
Yeah, it's alright. Fuck's sake, look at that. That's not
Jesus.
great, is it? Fuck me.
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's alright.
Do you want some ice water?
No, that's calm. I feel like this.
Make sure your shirt doesn't dissolve into your skin.
Yeah, no, I saw it recently. It can do that. Water. You shouldn't get your clothes wet, but yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I can't. How the fuck did I do that? It's because I brought my wrong glass by mistake. Not my, like, little... Fuck it, it's whole camera. Decent moment.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely keep that in.
Yeah.
We'll keep this whole segment in.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. 10, maybe, or we'll just throw some of the worst and just talk about them.
Yeah.
My initial Lukaku to Chelsea.
Yeah.
For 100+ million.
That one's such a shame, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's like, when he first came, I was like,
nah,
he's the real deal.
These lot are going to win the league.
They're going to win the league. Tuchel, like, because he came off the back of, won the league with Inter as the
talisman.
As the talisman. Amazing Euros. Well, not amazing Euros, but he had a good Euros. Belgium didn't. Came to Chelsea, the way he was talking, the way he was playing, it was like, alright, he's gone. He's had his tough time at United, was always decent, but then went to Italy, kind of learnt his craft, matured more. He's come back to Chelsea, and he's the man.
The thing is, he looked fit, he looked strong.
He looked that was probably the best. Those few games at the start is the best I've ever seen him.
Yeah, and I remember they beat us 2-0 at the Emirates.
Yeah, he scored that goal.
He scored. I mean, I think it was just kind of like a tap-in, if I remember. But, like, the whole game, he was just tormenting our centre-backs.
Yeah. That was actually the season you did well as well, isn't it? I think. It's when you first signed Ben White, I think.
We finished 5th that year.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, okay. But you still did decent. That was when you started.
It was like kind of, alright, we'll go get on board with the project kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a shame.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah, I know.
Because at Everton, this guy was so good. So good.
Fucking how athletic he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was such a nightmare for defenders, and it's just such a shame.
Yeah. And I can't see him coming back to the top.
Well, he's at Napoli now, isn't
he?
He's doing all right.
No, I think he's doing well, but I can't see him.
Italian football obviously suits him.
Yeah, but I feel like
time's gone now.
Yeah, time's gone. We won't see him. That was the chance. I feel like.
But it started really well, but he kind of fucked it for himself as well.
Yeah.
Like, why would you come out in an interview?
Slated Tuchel, isn't it?
Was it? And Chelsea was I never wanted to leave Inter. I don't want to be here. It's kind of like,
I know.
If you have those thoughts, keep us to yourself. Don't make that public.
I know. And from then it was just like, it
was just downhill. And then it's just like, all right, how do we get rid of him?
Yeah.
From there.
Is he still on their books? I think he is. You know, I think he is still on their books. I don't know. I mean, last year he definitely was. I don't know if in the summer they made it official, but
I mean, it'd be interesting if they still had him.
Imagine they brought him.
He would not be a bad player to have in the squad.
Him
and Jackson, like rotating.
Yeah.
Jackson like learning off Lukaku. Lukaku's kind of been there.
And whatever you say about him, he's a fucking good goal scorer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his goal scoring rate. I think he's the leading all-time Belgian goal scorer.
Yeah.
He's got 100+ Premier League goals.
Yeah. Probably close to 100 goals in Italy.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
I'd have to fact check it.
Probably 4 years?
Yeah.
I know at least 2 of them he was up there with top scorers.
Yeah, I'd have to fact check.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a shame, man. What a shame.
I know.
Alright, we'll move on to...
Yeah. I'd put Maguire in there.
Yeah, for the fee.
For the fee. I don't necessarily think he's been that awful for them, but
and he's been scapegoated a lot.
Yeah, 100%. But for 90 mil,
yeah,
or 85 or whatever it was.
Yeah, but it was it's just poor business from United.
Yeah.
Just forking out that much money. And we all knew he was good.
But I feel like no one thought he was that good.
Yeah.
Like
we were all like, oh, he's a good centre back.
good centre back. That was when the market was crazy.
Yeah.
As well, and it's like good centre back.
Be careful.
Yeah. Good centre back, maybe.
And I think wasn't it back on the back of doing really well for England in, was it 2018 World Cup?
I think it wasn't straight off that. I think there was that talks. Then I think he had a good season with Leicester, and then I think he went. I don't think it was straight away.
But he was supposed to be like the Van Dijk for them.
Yeah, and
And
he
it
just far from it. And it's a shame for him because he was never that. He was never that good.
And he got labelled as it.
Yeah, and
I don't think he's a bad player. This is the thing.
No,
I don't think he's a bad defender.
I don't either.
I just think when he makes mistakes, it looks really bad because of the way he's like. He's got the agility of a fucking dump truck.
Yeah.
And he's just quite chunky and like slab head, kind of very like English.
Yeah, and if he's got the confidence, he's not going to make half of those mistakes. Yeah. And
like, do you remember when he was getting slated like massively, like maybe last season or a few seasons ago? Then he scored for England in like a 5-0 win against Albania or something, and then like he didn't knee slide.
Yeah.
Cupped his ears. Oh, it's just like you don't help yourself.
That's the my stickers on WhatsApp. That's
oh yeah.
But yeah, what I remember as well is during that time, and it might have even been against you. He started and he was getting slated, and then he scored an own goal, and it was just like, and it wasn't even his fault, the own goal. It was just unlucky, but it's like, just like nothing will go right for him.
Yeah, he just was a massive meme scapegoat.
Yeah.
From the media, from United fans, from England fans, and he has had a tough time.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him. He didn't deserve half of what he got given.
No. It's all because of the big fee. This is
Yeah. So he's up there.
He's definitely up there. I'd throw.
Wow,
I'd honestly throw Naby Keita to Liverpool.
Yeah. How much was it? It was like 67
million.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, that was not.
It gets clouded by. I mean, obviously Liverpool had a period of success in his time there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. It never seemed bad. But the guy was a fucking sick note.
Yeah.
Never fit.
And when he played,
When he played, was he like?
It's all right.
Maybe popped up a few goals here and there, but like
one good game in 5
wasn't anything special. And he was really good in. Did you buy him from Leipzig? I think they bought him from Leipzig.
Yeah, it was Leipzig. But you know what? They
really good.
He was good, but they bought him off the back of one good season.
Yeah.
And then they signed him. They bought him for the next year.
Yeah, and I think they like split the transfer fee over 2 windows or something. Yeah. And I think it was. I'm sure it was like 60, 70 million.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was 70.
Yeah.
I remember it being just over 70, like 72 or something.
Yeah, like that was a. Like Liverpool don't get too many signings that wrong, especially in recent years. But that is definitely one of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Andy Carroll, 35 million to Liverpool. Back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, if you put into like the inflation in the market now, it's probably about 100 million, isn't it? Yeah.
Because at the time, that was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
35 mil.
For Andy Carroll. I mean, he was, don't get me wrong, at Newcastle, he was a fucking beast. Young.
Yeah.
Like, beast, but...
quick and big.
But it's a risky signing.
Yeah.
Risky
and
signing.
He just didn't do it, did he?
Nah. I mean, again, injuries fucked him as well.
Injuries did fuck him.
But, yeah.
I think that's the story with a lot of these guys, injuries.
Yeah. Trying to think of some others. I mean, we spoke about Anthony. Anthony's definitely in there.
Yeah.
United surely have made some other cock-ups.
Ooh. And Ndombele? Where would you throw that in the mix?
It's
because if we're being honest with ourselves, not good.
Yeah, nah, you know what? I don't think it's one. It wouldn't put it in there purely because it's one of those that I feel it just didn't work. It was like on paper, it's probably quite a good signing. They probably should have done more work to look into how he was as a person and mentally.
Yeah.
But like as a player, you look at that, you're like, this guy is fucking unreal. Like and in terms of the way he played, the perfect player to have in our team.
But he didn't do it consistently enough.
No, but I think that was the mental side. You look at and also I think he joined us at a fucking horrific point for us, probably the lowest.
Yeah.
One of the lowest points.
I make that similar to when Pepe signed for us.
Yeah.
Pepe was not a bad player. Not a bad player. He just joined an absolute fucking shit show with a big price tag.
And became the scapegoat.
And became a bit of a like scapegoat. And the guy was not bad. Like if you look at number wise, his numbers were not that bad.
No.
Like in like 2 seasons or 2 seasons of like fairly consistently playing, he was really not that bad.
Yeah.
But he was just not 70 mil.
No.
If we signed him for 30 mil, I always said this at the time, and like, when we kind of sold him. If we signed him for 30 mil, everyone would be like, "Oh, that's good signing. Good signing. Nothing really."
I mean, if you got him now as a squad player, fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'd quite like.
Yeah,
him
you
back.
have him on the bench. You bring in Pepe on, you'd be like,
because
hell,
he'll try. He's like a live wire. Do you know what I mean? He's like he's quite unpredictable.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes you need a bit of that. You just need someone like throw him on, right? Just take the ball. I don't mind if you try dribble past 5 players, but like you're causing a few problems.
No, I know.
I mean, there was like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely criticism. To him, like sometimes his head was like just not in it.
Yeah, and in games he was literally did nothing.
And then when he I remember stupid points where we'd be like losing or playing really badly, and he'd just pick up and just try dribble past like so many fucking players, and it's just like, mate, just you're not gonna
pass the ball, man. Yeah. You know, it's an interesting comparison though. Doku, like I think Doku's a better player than Pepe was, but Doku was 60 mil, and I don't think he's that much better. Like you look at some of the players City have signed on the wings, and Pepe would not. I don't think he falls that short of them.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say like if you looked at a Pepe. It's weird to say prime, but like his kind of it sounds really weird to say his prime.
Yeah, I'm not sure,
but like when he's like on form and like playing really well, like he's fucking really good.
Yeah.
Same with Doku.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, no, that's quite a good comparison. I don't think they're too dissimilar. But Doku
both have games where they'll like one really good game in 5 or 10.
Yeah.
And the rest kind of not do much.
Yeah. And speaking of City, as much as I don't really want to throw him in there, I think we kind of have to.
Nunes.
Grealish.
Oh god. Nah, I'm not having.
Mate.
Nah.
Because the guy had one good season, and he was really good.
Nah, I'd say he'd have more than one good season.
No, but you can factor in injuries, but the matter of fact is 100 million.
He's not getting in the top 10 for me.
Okay, I feel like we've got to speak about him.
Yeah.
Because Frank, you know my feelings on Grealish. I love Grealish.
I know.
I think he's great, but he hasn't done enough. Definitely has not done enough.
Nah, he hasn't done enough.
And
he's definitely...
City probably, if they don't have Grealish and they have someone else, they probably still would have won. They would have won the leagues.
They've won the treble.
Do you think they would have won the treble? Do you not think?
No. Who though?
I don't know, but like if they had someone else there.
I don't know. Grealish played especially.
He did play a very integral part.
Such a key role.
He did.
And
but I just felt like we had to just talk about him because the guy hasn't scored. He didn't score a single goal in 2024.
No, that's true. You know,
like as much as you can say, one really good season. Yeah, I agree, and he was a key cog.
Yeah, I think it's more like whenever I see him play, I'm like, he's great. The way he plays, he does so much. I think at City, he's not been good at when they haven't been playing well. He's not the role he plays at City is not. He's not the guy to drag them out.
Yeah.
Of that, but
and
when
they're
playing well, it's like and
when he was at Villa, he was the guy. He was the main
guy.
Man, the captain. Everything went through him.
Yeah.
You give the ball to Grealish, he's going to make stuff happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can maybe say Pep coached it out of him, but I think there is definitely an element of like
I think so.
he turned into a cog in the system
Yeah.
rather than the starlet main guy.
I don't want to say he coached it out of him because I don't think he's necessarily lost it, but just Pep is just not letting him play that way.
Yeah,
Because that's not the way Pep plays. When you go, I think Henri's spoken about this. When he goes to Barca, he was like, I was a cog at Barca.
Yeah.
And it was amazing because Pep's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
But he was a cog. Whereas at you, he was the guy.
And he
No,
still
interesting comparison.
No,
Obviously, very different levels.
he still did very well at Barca.
Exactly.
Still won trophies.
Yeah,
and
and
still
played a key role.
I mean, they had the front three of Messi, Eto'o, and Henri.
It's not bad.
not bad, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Grealish has to go this summer.
Honestly, I mean, I saw you were linked to him.
I could see it working.
I could see it happening.
I could see him being...
I don't know how... Like, I could see him doing decently, but I don't think it's going to solve loads of your problems like some of your fans would think.
No, I don't think it's going to solve our problems, but I could see him being a bit of a cult hero ass.
Yeah.
Like, him kind of being a bit of the guy...
He weirdly kind of screams Spurs.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know.
He really does.
He really does.
Yeah. I could see it. I could see the signing really working out, but like you said, I don't think it's going to solve our problems. But I just think it'd be a good signing for us.
Yeah.
And I don't think he'd cost that much at the moment if we got him in the summer.
No.
30.
You'd have to be careful of injuries though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because his
injured
injury record the past few years hasn't been good. But
really bad. Yeah.
I guess we'll just go through some honourable mentions to wrap up this episode of the.
Yeah.
It was Torres.
Yes.
But I think he'll always be a cult hero for Chelsea for that fucking goal.
Purely for the goal.
Oh my god, what a goal!
Yeah.
Not necessarily what a goal, but what a moment for them.
Yeah, and for him.
And Gary Neville.
Gary Neville.
Like it's just
Gary Neville has prolonged that.
Yeah,
it's so much.
Yeah, it's just iconic. That's such an iconic kind of.
The amount of times I've searched up on YouTube that goal purely just to hear Gary Neville fucking orgasm.
Yeah. So he's definitely because. I mean, he was the best striker like in the world at the point, or one of.
Yeah.
When they signed him. He was.
Yeah.
He was. Remember him at Liverpool? I mean,
Liverpool 2008 Euros.
Oh, mate. Like, started for Spain. He was... Unreal. So, yeah, I'd throw that in there. We could go on and talk about it a little bit, but...
I'd throw Matheus Nunes in there.
Do you say it's a bit too early?
Yeah, but honourable mention.
Yeah.
More for the signing. Not. I mean, I don't think he's played well, but just to throw 60 mil at him.
Yeah.
Like for not done much at all.
Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, actually, I feel sorry for Phillips.
I don't fucking like him. I really don't like him. He tries to he always tries to scrap people and put himself about, which I don't mind, but at the same time, against us, and then this is not the only reason why I don't like him, but he just squares up to Lewis Skelly, starts pushing him, and Lewis Skelly doesn't back down.
Nah, Lewis Skelly bumped him first.
But I'm kind of
Lewis Skelly bumped him first.
But that's because he pushed Gabriel for no reason.
No, not ever.
But he gives you all that, and and I'm kind of just you're having beef with some 18-year-old. You're 25, grow up. Do you know what I mean?
Nah.
He's washed. Don't like him.
Nah, I like Phillips.
I don't like him.
I think he's a good player.
Yeah, I'm quite enjoying the downfall. I don't fucking like him. But quick fire, Shevchenko to Chelsea.
Yeah.
That worked horrendously.
Yeah. Chelsea striker curse.
Higuain, Morata. I mean,
Morata,
Chelsea striker.
Morata.
I mean, Higuain was just.
I'd say less. Yeah, I wouldn't say Higuain, but Morata.
Falcao to United.
Yeah.
Di Maria to United.
Yeah. It's an honourable mention.
Di Maria to United.
Di Maria. I think some other ones. Chelsea definitely have a few more. Kepa.
Oof.
Kepa. Yeah.
Yeah. For the prize.
Fucking mil for Kepa. I don't even think he's that bad of a keeper. Just.
He's doing quite well at Bournemouth now.
Yeah. Just 70 mil is not.
And it was a panic buy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
they need they sold Courtois. They weren't prepared.
Had no one.
And they had no one, and it was fuck.
Yeah.
Well, here's whatever.
Yeah.
Give us this next young keeper.
Yeah.
But he was not built for the Prem.
No.
But saying that, like, he's doing well at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
He's doing quite
Grown
well.
up a bit.
He's matured a little bit, and I
Yeah.
think, maybe being at Real Madrid, which is really weird.
Was
As on loan,
Yeah.
maybe just being in and
No, it's
around
true,
Real Madrid,
being
maybe
around
just
those
kind of
players and being like,
maybe
oh, shit.
matured him a little bit.
Yeah,
And just,
no, I see it.
but no, that's definitely got to go in there.
Yeah.
I can't think of any more off the top of my head, so should we wrap up
We'll
there?
wrap that one up there, yeah.
Perfect. All right, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. Give us some thoughts of the worst transfers in Premier League history, in your opinion.
Yeah.
We didn't really do a top 10, we just chatted about some.
Enough, yeah.
But
there's a clear probably 5 or 6 out of definite.
We've definitely missed a few, so let us know which ones we've missed.
Let us know. Feel free to slate us.
Yeah. And thank you guys for watching. See you next time.